Hello friends, welcome to the latest video of Sass series. Hope you all are doing good in your life. Today we'll talk about function in Sass. We'll talk about what function is, how to declare and define function in Sass. Let's start the lecture. First of all, we have to understand what function is. Let's see the conventional definition of function. According to the conventional definition of function, function is a set of code which we require again and again in our program. That's why we create a function in order to use that particular code again and again without repeating it throughout the program. Now, let's talk about the modern definition of function. When we are talking about the modern definition of function, we call the function as a task. When we are talking about a function, means we are performing a particular task. You have given a certain set of input and you have to produce a particular output by that particular input. This is the modern definition of function, and this definition which you have to keep in your mind for the future reference. Now, let's see how to declare and define function in Sass. First of all, you have to use @. After that, you have to write function, and then you have to give the name of the function. And after, you have to use parenthesis, and inside parenthesis you have to give the parameters. And after, you have to use curly braces, and inside curly braces you have to write the body of the function. In this way, you can declare function in Sass, and you can use that particular function at various places inside your program. Now, let's see the practical implementation of function in Sass. First of all, we have to create index.html. Let's create index.html in order to write our HTML code. Let's write the basic syntax of index.html. This is the basic syntax of index.html. Now, today's video title is functions. Functions in Sass. Now we are creating two buttons. Let's say this is button, and we have to provide the type. Let's say the type is button, and let's provide a class, and the name of the class is button1. And let's write some text. This is sign up button. That's why we have written sign up. Let's create another button. Let's provide the type as button. Let's provide the class as button2, and let's provide the text, that is login. This is login button. Let's save this file. Now we have to create a Sass file in order to write our Sass code. So let's create index.scss in which we'll write our Sass code. Now we have created index.sass. So first of all, we have to target button1. Let's target button1, and this button1 is a class. That's why we have to provide a dot. Let's provide the width of button as 150 pixel. Let's save this file. Now we have to click on was Sass. Basically, was Sass will convert our Sass file into CSS, and this CSS file got understandable by the web browser. Let's click on was Sass. Now you can see that our Sass file got converted into index.css, which is understandable by the web browser. Now you can see that we haven't linked our CSS file. So first of all, we have to link our CSS file. We have to give the relation as a style sheet, and let's provide reference, and the reference is index.css because our browser understands CSS only. That's why we are providing .css. Let's save this file, and let's save this file as well. Let's provide the width to button 2 as well, that is button 2, and we are providing the width as 200 pixel. Let's save this file. Now with the help of open with live server, let's see the output in the web browser. Now you can see that we have created two buttons. The first button is sign up button and the second is login button, and these two buttons are visible, and you can, with the help of inspect, you can see the width of these two buttons. The width of first button is 150 pixel and the width of second button is 200 pixel. Yeah, that's totally fine. Now let's see how to declare and define function in Sass. We have discussed earlier that we can define our function with the help of, first of all, you have to write @. After that you have to give function keyword, and then you have to give the name of the function, and the name of the function is button width. This is button width. We have to use camel cases. Now here we can provide our variables, or you can see we can provide parameters. Let's provide a parameter. Let's say we are providing x and the second parameter is y, and it will return you have to use @return in order to return anything from this particular function. Now this function return $, that is $x divided by $y. Let's save this file. Let's see how to use this function. We have declared this function. Now we have to use this function. You have to give the name of the function, and the name of the function is button width. Let's provide the first parameter as 300 pixel and the second parameter as 2. Let's use this function in button 2 as well, that is with this. Let's say this is 500 and let's say this is 600, and we are dividing with 3. Let's save this file. Yeah, you can see that our .css file got generated. Let's save this file and see the output in the web browser. Let's see the width. Here the width of the button is 150 pixel and the width of login button is 200 pixel. Here you can see that 300 divided by 2, which is equals to 150, and here 600 divided by 3, which is equals to 200. Yeah, that's correct. We are getting the correct output. Yeah, 150 pixel and the second is 200 pixel. Now let's change. Let's make it 400. Then we'll get 400 divided by 2, which is 200 as the output. And let's say we are making it as 800 divided by 4, which is 200. Let's save this file and see the output in the web browser. Yeah, the width of button 1 is 200 pixel and the width of button 2 is also 200 pixel. Now you can see that when you are providing the argument, you have to give the values in pixel. Here as well you have to give the values in pixel, and when we are dividing with someone, you have to provide simply 2, 4 as integers. In this way you can define function in Sass and you can use that particular function very easily. Let's say we are getting 200 pixel as output, and we have added 100 pixel as well, and here as well we are adding 50 pixel. Now it will become 200 plus 50, which is equals to 250 pixel, and this is equals to plus 100 pixel, which is equals to 300 pixel. Let's save this file and see the output in the web browser. Now you can see that the width of button 1 is 300 pixel and the width of button 2 is 250 pixel. Yeah, that's totally correct. We are getting the same output here as well. In this way you can use functions in Sass. First of all, you have to define the function, and after that you have to use the function like this. Thanks for watching this video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for such videos. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.